later that it really was a stomach bug and it made me have contractions. Did you start recording?
Rebecca really wants, before any of this video starts, what's up? My name's Hunter, it's my wife Rebecca. She is 30, at the time of this video, she was 36 weeks and 5 days pregnant. And then, was that right?
When the video happened?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she was 36 and 5, and she wanted to make a video to put it into context to let y'all know.
Currently, I'm 37 and 1, almost 2 days. But this is really, I got a stomach bug, and the stomach bug made me start to go into labor. And so I couldn't differentiate between stomach bug or labor, or wasn't sure. But when we ended up getting fluids and rest, hydration, and came back and everything, the contractions ultimately stopped. So once I was well rested and rehydrated, everything slowed down. So we didn't end up going into labor, but we almost did because of what happens in this video. So
I hope y'all enjoy. It's 12:30 at night and Rebecca just started throwing up like crazy. She's really wanting some saltine crackers and we don't have any, so I'm going to my mom's house down the road to pick some up. But she thinks that she may be going into labor because one of her friends who just had twins started throwing up a lot before she went into labor. So I'm gonna stop talking and go get the crackers. I got the crackers.
come on out, babies.
Other than the fact that it's kind of chaotic, Rebecca might be going into labor, it's very relaxing to drive at night. It's like almost 1 in the morning now. Just kind of vibing. It's nice. No humidity. It's like 65. It's kind of relaxing and nice. I never really do this. But, yep, heading home with the crackers.
The songs you love. It's the best mix of music. K104.7.
Oh, sorry.
I took like,
How you feeling?
I don't really know. I might just be feeling sick because I didn't have a good dinner time. But even if that is all it is, that could still, like the throwing up could still put me into labor.
Yeah, because you're contracting so hard.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. But
Well, get the bouncing. Let's get these babies out.
I hope they're coming. Even if like I haven't had any contractions, and I was saying this, I said it on the camera, but like even if like I don't have any right now, like I have an appointment in the morning at 10:15, and if nothing happens, we'll still go to that and see what they say and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really hoping this means they're coming.
Update is now almost 2 a.m. Rebecca's still throwing up. Maybe this means we're about to see the twins. This is our calendar, and we had all of our family members guess. Today's the 24th, and the 25th is my guess. Let's see. We got my uncle, my cousin. Bill said they're coming on different days. Rebecca said this day. Rebecca's mom, Elena, and Rebecca's grandma. I took Monty's car seat out and I put the 2 twin seats in. What the heck? It's 4 in the morning. The contractions have not stopped. Neither has the nausea. So Rebecca's mom is coming over and she's gonna watch Monty while we go to the hospital. You see that tree right there? It just started blossoming, and I was just thinking, like, you know, new life is coming.
Every single time they move, it's like intense, sharp pain, like while the contraction is happening, and she's just like laying her head like a crazy person. Oh.
It's really coming out.
Yeah. Thanks.
4:47. Rebecca just had a 44-second contraction. It's 5 a.m. Rebecca's mom, Teresa, showed up. She's watching Monty while we go to the hospital.
It's easier, but like when I'm nauseous, it's so much harder to cope with the contractions. Our babies are coming.
I wore the same shirt I wore when Monty was born. This is my lucky shirt.
Oh. Okay.
You ready?
Let's go before it gets bad.
Here, you want to talk to Elena for a second?
Yeah.
Here, talk to Rebecca.
She's excited. Hey.
Tell her what you want to take her to do.
You excited?
Yes.
Okay, so Rebecca is in the hospital. It is about 7 after 7, and so she is having some good contractions right there. It's 7:04. 7, and then 7:05. So those two are 4 minutes apart. So
That big wave, that's the contraction.
right, that's the contraction. And so here are the babies. That's baby A and baby B. And the 6 and 7 and 9 and 10, that's her contraction. So if it's going every 4, and it is, so she is building to another contraction. Her last contraction got up to over 100. And so she's weathering them. She's using these as a practice to do well during the contractions. So that's every 4 minutes for. So here it is. So she had one at 7:04, 7:01, 7:04, and now 7:08. And she's coming down. How do you feel, Rebecca?
A little weak, but better since I got fluids and anti-nausea medicine. And kind of hoping I go into active labor, but I might not. We may go home.
And that's fine. She's getting some fluids and she'll be ready for true labor. If this is not. But if it is, and she gets better, they can take her off of this and she can get up and labor. All right. So I feel guilty because I'm in here and Hunter's not, so I'm going to go check on him.
I wouldn't hold the phone. Just set it down.
Okay, so pretty much after that, what happened is Rebecca's contractions were going farther and farther apart, and they kind of slowed down just because they had her pretty much strapped down to that machine on the hospital bed. And I think she probably would have went into labor if she could have worked through the contractions, get up, walk around, bounce on the ball and stuff. So that's my 2 cents about everything else that happened. And now I'm going to let Rebecca talk and finish the video.
The contractions really weren't slowing down a lot. They were being consistent. They just weren't intense. I was kind of fine through each contraction. And they checked my progression and I wasn't progressing, which probably because I was laying in the bed. But
by that, they mean they checked how many centimeters she was dilating.
Yeah. And we had slight progression, but nothing big. So they said we can keep you if, you know, you want to stay and you feel like you won't be able to keep anything down, then you should stay, but you can go home if you want. So we ultimately decided, let's just go home. That way I can actually rest. Like if I'm going to lay in a bed, I'd rather it be my own bed.
And we came home and took like a 5-hour nap.
Yeah.
And then we woke up, ate dinner, and then went back to sleep. So.
Yeah. And when that happened, the contractions stopped. So once I was able to rehydrate and catch up on my rest, the labor stopped. So.
The nurse said if it was like a stomach bug or something, all the like the lining organs around the babies can make the contractions happen too.
Yeah. So ultimately we think it was like some sort of stomach bug that sent me into the start of labor. But once I was able to, like I said, come back down from all of the sickness, labor stopped. And so now we're still waiting.
All right.
A few days later.
Thank y'all for watching. Peace.